I got up early one morning, I went outside, and while I was looking around I saw this blackbird. It caught this big slug, then it flew off. I waited around for a bit, I saw the blackbird come back, it caught another slug, then it flew away to the same spot again. Later on in the morning, I went back out to watch the blackbirds again and noticed that they kept going to this particular bush. Upon closer inspection, this bush was rife with berries and the blackbirds seemed to be collecting them. Initially, the blackbird was not eating many of the berries, it was simply collecting them, getting up to 3 or 4 berries in its beak at a time, and then flying off. So later on that same day, I decided to go out during the evening to see if I could see the blackbirds again. Right on cue, the male blackbird was sat there in the tree in the evening sun. Again, the blackbird was collecting berries, this time it did eat a few. After a little while, it soon became clear why the blackbird was collecting so many berries. This blackbird had young and it was collecting the berries to feed to its fledgling. From watching these two birds, it became quite apparent that the adult was going and collecting food and the young fledgling was never too far behind. As time went by, the fledglings found a spot to settle in this tree. The parent was flying to and from this point, feeding the fledglings. After a few feeds, the young blackbird decided to rest, and the adult also had a well-earned rest. At this point I left them alone, then I went to see them the next morning. It didn't take long to find the blackbirds, they were at the same spot doing the same thing. The parent was flying up onto the bush, plucking off a few berries, and it was even eating a few itself. Most of the time it would feed them to the fledgling. Just like the day before, the fledgling was never too far from the parent. He would always be close by, beak open, ready for some food. On this day, the fledgling was also managing to eat some berries by itself. Despite the fledgling's ability to find its own food, the parent was still searching hard, looking for the berries to feed it. He was scouring across the top of the hedge and going deep within it to find the right berries. He was feeding the fledgling while in the bush, and then eventually went down onto the road to feed it some more. The relentless hunger of the young blackbird meant that the parent didn't get to stay still for very long. As soon as the young blackbird was fed, it was then demanding more food, which meant that the parent had to get back to work, and this was often with the young fledgling close behind. Back into the bushes the blackbirds went, the parent scoured for more food, and the young fledgling was there, beak open, ready to receive whatever berries the parent could find. After a long morning of being fed and searching for food, the blackbirds then flew off. At this moment I decided to leave them in peace.